Hi friends, it's great to see you all again and welcome if you're new. My name is Alyssa and I'm the Very Little Paper Crafter. And today we're going to be making some greeting card mini junk journals. So if you watched my latest haul video, you probably recognize this little card here. And I turned it into a mini junk journal. So this card measures about 3 3/4 by 5. But of course you can use any size card you have to make this super easy single signature junk journal. So I'm going to show you how this one came out. I do have some little beads here. And it's just a little rose and some other small beads and a heart. And then I do have a little ribbon closure here. So we'll just take that apart. And on the inside here, I've got a pocket with a little journaling card inside. And a little banner here that I made with scraps. I have a wooden heart here in the center on my first page. Over here, I have a pocket with a journaling card, some writing paper, and a little collage down here. It says kisses with a little heart. Some scrap paper that I had in my stash. And I paper clipped some writing paper and a little cutout here that says "You have my heart." This is a Project Life card, some ledger paper over here, and I did glue on some of this heart lace to the edge. A cute little pink heart doily, and this opens up and you've got 2 pockets. So this one I just stuck a little journaling card on the inside, and this part has just a little simple tag that I made using my scraps. And then this little cutout here says "You are just my type," and I thought it went well with the whole journal because there's a typewriter on the front. And then over here, this is just a little cluster I made out of my scraps. And then I have 2 heart doilies in the center here. And then an envelope on this side, which has a journaling card. And just some collaging I did with my scraps. This little heart cutout here says "You're a cutie." And then here's the ledger paper. The other part of my Project Life card, I made a little pocket for a little tag. Same pretty paper over here. More writing paper that you can pull out. More writing space, and I did glue some of this pink lace to the edge here. And just a little journaling space in the back. So that's it for this little junk journal. So let me go ahead and make another one with you. So I'm going to be using one of the cards from the same pack, and this one says "Hugs and Kisses." And I've already gathered some of my scrap papers to put inside of this little junk journal. So whatever size your card is, you just want to measure out your pages according to the size of your card. So I'll just show you some things that I'm going to put inside. This is another little Project Life journaling card. This is just a scrap paper that I got from a Dollar Tree pack of scrap paper. These 2 are just some scraps that I had in my stash. These are just some leftover papers from my other little journal. And I have another heart doily here that I'm gonna put. And this here was one of my longer red envelopes. And so basically I folded one part in and then folded it in half so that it can fit inside of my little journal there. And I kept the lid on one side, but I did cut the lid off of this side just because this part's gonna be folded in, and I just thought it would make it easier to just take the entire lid off so everything closes nicely. So that's just how I made that. And then if you want to cover up the inside of your card, you will also just need some papers for that. So again, it just depends on the size of your card. Just measure it out and cut out some papers. So I'm just gonna be using these two here, and I'm gonna turn this little leftover scrap just into a pocket probably. You will also need some ribbon. Now you can obviously decide how to close up your journal however you want to, but I'll just show you how I did it, like with my first little journal here, with the ribbon attached to the front and the back here. And then you can just tie it up to close it. So for this part, I kind of just eyeball the size of the ribbon that I want. I'm just gonna eyeball it and cut it to about there. And that looks to be about 14 inches or so. So I'm gonna cut 2 of those out. And the way I'm going to bind my journal is just with some thread here. You will also need one of these awls and a needle just to thread it. So let me just decide how I want all of my pages to go. Okay, so once you have all your papers in the order that you like them, I just paper clip my little signature together. On both sides. And then, since this is only one signature, I don't measure anything. I just line it up on the inside of my card here. And I'm gonna poke 3 holes down the spine here. So you can also paper clip or binder clip your signature to your card, but I'm just gonna wing it. So I'll start in the center and make that first hole. And then I'll do one above at the top. And I'll turn it over and do one towards the bottom. All right, so I've got my 3 holes down the center, and now just take your thread, and I measure it to be about 3 times the height of my journal. So 1, 2, 3. And I always just give myself a little extra just in case I need it. So let's just thread this through our needle. So that it looks like this. And we're gonna start in the middle hole and send this through. And just leave some string hanging out like this. And then we're gonna go in through the back of our top hole. Like this. And then go to the bottom hole. And send it through. And then I always like to make sure that this string is actually on the left side here. And then we're gonna take our needle and go back in through the center in the back and just send that through. And then this string you can pull through and make sure it's going on the right side. And I'll just pull these nice and snug, but gently. And I make sure that everything is looking good in the front and the back and on the outside. And then we can go ahead and tie it up. And so you can double knot that, or I found a different method from Natasha from Treasure Books, and she had shown us a different way. It's not a double knot, so you just take your string on the right, make a little loop like this, and then just slide it underneath this middle string here to make a little knot on the top. And then you do the same thing with this string on the left. So just make a little loop and slide it underneath this half of the string and just pull it. And so that way you don't have like a huge bulky double knot in the middle here. They're kind of like sitting on top of each other. So I'll try to do a close-up, but it's kind of hard to see with the white doily as well. But try that method out if you haven't already, because I really thought that was clever. So let's do our front and back covers first. I actually will take a binder clip now and just clip the whole journal together, just so I can work on the front here. So let's grab our glue, and I just put a little squiggle in the middle for my ribbon, and then just some glue all around the edges. All right, and then take one of your ribbons and just place it right down in the middle. And then you can take your papers that you cut out and just place them right on top. And I'm going to also glue on this little pocket here. And then we can do the same thing to the back. So do a little squiggle in the middle and then along the edges. Put your ribbon down and then your little paper here. Okay, and that is it. You want to wait for everything to dry before you try and tie this up. But now we can go ahead and decorate our little journal. So for this part here, I did put beads on my other journal that I showed you, but you don't have to do that. You can just cut your string shorter. And then I'm just going to start in the front here. I have some journaling cards also from Project Life again. So I'll stick that in the front pocket. And then maybe I'll go in with another one of these little wooden hearts and just put it in the corner of my page. I think I will just paper clip some little cutouts on this page. So a butterfly and a little flower sticker. I'll just pop a little heart sticker in the corner there. I think I'll just use this scrap here to make a little pocket. And I'm gonna attach this little flag here with some foam tape just to the side of my pocket. And I'll put a little journaling card inside. Another little journaling card will go inside here. And these fit perfectly. These are all from Project Life as well. And I'm just gonna borrow my tag from my first little journal. Stick that in there. And I actually wanna make like a little cluster using my scraps. So this was just from my ledger paper. I'll just cut this into a little flag shape. And this can go on like that. And maybe I'll put that somewhere. Maybe right here. I'm gonna grab one of these little pink wooden hearts and I think I'll just glue it like halfway onto this little flap. Just like that. And this is super cute. It says, "You make my heart so very happy." And I'm just gonna foam tape that on to this page here. And I think I'll just glue on one last journaling card to the back page there. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all I'm gonna do for now. I really love the outside of the card itself, so I didn't do anything on the outside to my first journal, but you can totally decorate however you want. I mean, maybe I'll add a few stickers here and there. But, you know, this design is super cute as it is, so I really don't want to cover it up or take away from its beauty. So just a couple of stickers there are on the front, and then we can go ahead and tie this up. Just like that. And then you can cut off any excess ribbon if you'd like. So there's our mini greeting card junk journal. And let's go ahead and do one more quick flip through. I mean, these are just so cute. And it's a great way to repurpose old cards too that you may have been gifted. And these are also a lot easier to put together than a huge, big junk journal. So these are just a bit quicker to make, but they're still just super cute, and I think they would make great Valentine's gifts as well. You don't even have to make them Valentine themed, but you can do whatever you like or whatever your recipient likes. There's the little tag. And then obviously, you know, you can decorate as much or as little as you'd like on the inside here and the outside. Again, you can add trim. You can add more pockets, more tuck-in spots, which I might go back through this again at another time. And just depending on how I'm feeling, you know, I can add in little tuck-in spots or other little pockets. But this is just to give you guys some ideas and hopefully some inspiration, which is always my goal with making these videos for you guys. I just love to share my ideas and hear your ideas as well, just with the ultimate goal of inspiring each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more fun, simple projects, and leave me a comment down below, even if it's just to say hi. I love talking to you guys, and I'll see you all in my next video. Happy crafting!